How's it going? This is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man. I think it's number 32. Just to pay homage to all the fallen soldiers of the coronavirus, COVID-19. It's sad, sad, sad shit, man. It is sad. And this program here is to educate, to entertain, and to offend everybody on the planet at least once. And I'm going to try to teach some people a little bit of stuff today, hopefully. I'm going to teach them, But still, remember May 1st, noon, mountain time. I'm tired as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Oh, I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell. I'm tired too. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Everybody, do that. But somebody wrote in and they asked me about 666. They said, well, that goes on and on and on. And, out into infinity, no matter where you're at, it's gonna line up 666. Like the computer I show people this, and you think I'm full of shit, but I don't care. But like that, add a six to every letter, and spell computer, and then when you add it up, it adds 666. So you add 6, 12, 18, 24, 36, and then I'm talking about the starting of the Illuminati, and you think I'm full of shit about that too. 1776. This guy founded the Illuminati, the New World Order is coming into power, of course. And right now it's just in beta testing. They're keeping us in the house, ordered by chaos. All of us are getting pretty chaotic. All of us are getting upset. Some of us don't do anything, sit around and watch TV all day. We got soft. In a month, we're soft, man. Bad. We're watching Surviving. That's what the Desperate Housewives of Section 8, and it's sad. Oh, I always watch Wendell Williams. How does she do it? I can't do that. Who you doing? Who you doing? Who you doing? That's Wendy for you. She wants to know who you're doing. But this one here, it's going to be like quantum physics. I don't know if it's quantum physics far enough or whatever, but it's what I'm going to try to teach some people out there. They said they got bored, and I told them one of my programs. I don't know if you're bored. This is what you do. You take your dryer lint, glue stick, coloring book. You put some freaking glue on the coloring book. You take your fucking lint, roll it up a little bit, flatten it out, whatever you want to do. Little balls, who cares? And the picture that's on the coloring book, you have different colors of the lint, and you make a picture. It's going to be a fuzzy picture. And if you get good, you do that 1, 2, 3 painting. I don't even know if they even have those anymore. Used to have hobby shops. I don't even know if they even have hobby shops anymore. But if you're bored doing that, okay, we're going to move on from that. That's out of the question. Okay, that's for the people that are bored. But see, China has already been into power. China is so fucking far ahead of us in technology, it's unreal, man. It's fucking crazy, crazy, crazy. And I guess we just sit waiting for the, what is it, Gay Pride Parade? Oh, today I'm having water again because I just ate just before you came on. But we got soft, bad soft, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have from China. I'll tell you, I ordered it from China because it was a lot cheaper. Okay, I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of these. Do you know what this is? Anybody? Okay. This is how you charge it. There you go. That's a USB. Hey, USB. What the hell is that? That's a USB. You ever seen one of these? Everybody's seen a USB. Take a look at this. Okay, it's a cigarette lighter. Is it still on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can see that. It's a cigarette lighter. Okay. You can charge this over 500 times. I've never had one run out, You can start fires if you want. I've done it before. I got videos on it. Maybe I don't. I don't know if I do or not. But anyway, you take a Q-tip, put this on there, put a Q-tip in there, or a piece of toilet paper, whatever, and get it lit. And you can start a fire without matches, without anything. Just the technology of a USB. Because I don't smoke. When these first came out, they were like 79 cents when I first saw it. Plus free shipping and coming out of China. I fucking ordered like 20 of them, man. And I passed them out to everybody that I knew that smoked. I don't know if they still have them or not because I haven't been talking to anybody, But like if you want the designer ones, okay, here's a designer one. This runs off of a cord itself, you plug it in. I don't know how much these are now, but plug that into this. They give you different colors. You know, it's made out of, kind of looks like metal, but it's not. You know, it's cheap plastic or whatever, but it looks like metal. But you can get gold, silver, black, pink, purple, whatever. You know, these are kind of like designer. And these were pretty reasonable too. I think they were about $1.50, something like that. But I don't even know if you can get shit out of China anymore. You know, it's the coronavirus. But it's a man-made virus. They're going to keep us in our house. Okay. To move on, people with PhDs and all that shit, they spent thousands and thousands of dollars, thousands of hours studying to become whatever the fuck they are. You know, spend their money for a fucking degree. Okay, I spent about $10 on this. This is what's fucking crazy, man. This right here, it's 2 terabytes. I've probably got 10 of these motherfuckers. And I haven't had problems with them. But 2 terabytes of a fucking hard drive on this little thing right here. This is for reals, people. This is not bullshit. You know, China's fucking made all this stuff. This shit's coming out of China. And I've bought this over the years, you know. I see a good buy, what I think. I'll order one, see if I like it or whatever. And then if I do like it, I'll order 10 more, you know. And this right here, it has 2 terabytes of hard drive on a keychain, you know. And I don't know anybody has 2 terabytes of memory in their brain. I don't give a fuck how smart you are, you know. But that was, at the time, it was about $10. I don't know what it is now. Okay, moving on. But China has outdone us so far. They're so far advanced with this in technology. That's probably why Google and Microsoft and I can't remember who else went over there. Apple or whatever the fuck. All of them are over there now. All of them got headquarters and stuff like that in China. You know, because the New World Order is coming into power. They don't need us. They don't need us, folks. You know, not at all. We're just taking up space, you know, eating the food, sucking up air. And they said since they've shut down the traffic in L.A., man, the air quality is pretty nice now, you know. That's probably why people first went there in the early 1900s, because of the air quality and the beach and stuff like that. But last time I went to California, I don't think I've been to California in 20 years. I fucking hated it, man. You know, L.A. and stuff like that. I used to go to L.A. I don't think I've been to California. Oh, yeah, I have. I went down to Riverside probably 4 or 5 years ago, I think. But it was at night. Went down there to pick up a boat and came back. But that was the last time I went to California, you know. And California, some parts is beautiful, you know. I got an acre up there by Alturas. I haven't seen it. My son's been there. But I guess that's pretty nice. Okay, moving on. I'm getting sidetracked here. Okay, I walk around. People that know me see me walking around with these. You say, what the hell is that? Is that a light bulb? Does that look like a light bulb to me? Okay, look at this. You know, that's pretty bright. I think it's about 7 watts or something like that. I've got quite a few of these. And it helps me see, because I can't see. I got cataracts in both eyes. And that's why I was mad as hell, because right up to the day I was going to get an operation. Okay, I was going to go in on the 24th for the appointment to set up the operation. Okay, on the 20th, they called me and canceled. And they said the earliest, at the very earliest, is going to be the end of June or the middle of July. But, you know, it's probably even going to be further than that. But that's why I started. You know, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Because it took me so long to get there. I finally got my TRICARE, which is shit. I finally got that so I can have insurance. And then 4 days before the appointment or whatever, they shut me down. So it kind of pissed me off. Okay, let's see what else. This is what's crazy. I don't understand this. I don't know if you ever heard of Power Ad. That's the ones I like. It's like a black. It's 2,000 milliamp. 20,000 milliamp. 20,000 milliamp. It's kind of like this, but it's blue and black. I like these two. I think these are only 10. But the thing to get is 20,000 milliamp. It's Power Ad. You know, I'm not affiliated with the company or whatever. All I know is it's a good product, and I like it. But it's a 5 volt. You know, 5 volt. You stick in your USB 5 volt and charges your phones or something like this. Okay, this is the shit that came out of China. This is what I don't understand. I don't understand this right here. Okay, you have a 5 volt battery. You can charge your phone, charge your laptop, charge your tablet, or whatever with this. Okay, you just plug your laptop into that. But this right here can turn a 5 volt into a 12 volt. This is some sort of adapter. I don't know. But I have these like 20 of them. You can get like little adapters or whatever. And you can fix it on anything. I even got videos on that. I ran, I didn't do a old, what do you call it? 8-track, of course, because I don't have an 8-track tape player. But I went from turntable, cassette, and DVD, all those. I have all those players, and I plugged it in, and it works, it honestly works. And I can't figure that out, but it goes from 12 volt to a 5 volt. I mean, from a 5 volt to a 12 volt, excuse me. And you're just having to put an adapter to plug it in. You can run fans forever. See, like that power add battery, I could run a fan in my room all night long. It was called O2 Cool or something like that, 12 inch. Maybe it's only a 10 inch, I don't know. But all night, 8 hours, you could run that fan. You could have an adapter and run it off that battery, save on your air conditioning or whatever. Put a jug of like a 1 gallon frozen jug in front of that, and it will cool your room down at night, and it will last. But China is so far in technology, way above us. And the thing is, I don't think we'll ever catch up. That's the thing, because of the coronavirus. It's cost us trillions and trillions of dollars, hundreds of trillions it's going to cost us before it's all said and done. Hundreds of trillions. It's not just the money that the government's putting out, but the money that we're not making. Gas is going down, which I don't give a shit about gas anyway. We shouldn't ever use gas in the first place. We should all win electric from the beginning, and it all should have been free energy, whatever. Okay, I don't want to keep rambling on. But like I said, the lint, you can use lint for make those fuzzy pictures if you want. But this is another thing. This is what's going to be fucking crazier than crazy. Okay, like the carbon. You've heard of carbon, like the carbon in your exhaust. You see that on your muffler and stuff like that. See, the thing, we've been burning coal for hundreds of years, which is stupid, because it's all carbon. We need to crush that up and make batteries out of it. People say, hey, how do you make batteries, man? How do you make batteries? But carbon is pretty light. It would probably be called a polycarbon battery? Polycarbon? Okay, anyway. You take carbon and you crush it down and make layers and layers of it, probably about as thin as maybe a piece of aluminum foil or something like that. But you just keep piling that carbon on there and smashing it. It's really light. But you take kind of like cellophane. It'd be cellophane, but it has sticky on it. Kind of like fly paper, I guess it is. But you take your cellophane. You can't do it because they haven't made it yet. But anyway, it's going to be cellophane with sticky stuff on one side, and you have the carbon on it. You flatten it, condense it really tight. It's going to be a transistor. You're going to roll it up like a joint, and it's going to have a diode, electrode, whatever, positive, negative, in there. And it's going to be really light. It's going to last a long time. You can charge it. It's going to last a long, long time, man. See, the Chinese have one that's bigger than a AA battery. I don't know what it's called, 18685 or something. I don't know if anybody's ever seen those. Those are pretty good batteries. I like them, rechargeable. But these are going to be rechargeable too. But you take like a 100 watt panels, and it says, oh, that's only 100 watts. That's correct. It's only 100 watts. Yeah, right. But say for the Molly crystal, I think it is, Molly crystal or polycrystal or whatever. But the Molly, it has squares in it, okay? Say you got 20 squares throughout that one panel of solar panel, 20. So for each square that you have there, you have a battery. It's made out of polycarbon battery that you can recharge, okay? So each one of those squares is not very big, It's going to be like 2 watts maybe, something like that. And it's going to charge that battery, You're only going to get 100 watts no matter how hard you try. But you're going to store it into the battery, You're going to store it. And pretty soon that solar panel, underneath of it, it's going to have batteries hooked to it. So it's going to be like this thick, You know, it's going to be about that thick. You got your glass, plastic, and all that stuff, your solar panels, and below it you're going to have batteries. Okay, instead of the inverter, I think it's called an inverter. I can't remember the name of this stupid shit, man. Okay, but anyway, all that's going to be combined into the solar panel. And all you have to do is plug it in and have an extension cord. Say, okay, just say for instance you live in a basement and it's cold. You know, even in the wintertime, you're still going to get some solar. A 100-watt solar panel will heat your electric blanket. You take an electric blanket, and instead of covering up with the electric blanket, you put it on your bed, you put a sheet over it, you sleep on top of the electric blanket. The heat's going to rise. See, when you cover it up, the heat rises too, but somehow it's going to escape over the covers. But you lay it down, you put your sheet over it, and you sleep on top of that, and then you cover it up or whatever. But you don't turn your electric blanket all the way up to high. You keep it at like 6 or 7, you know, enough to keep you from freezing to death like in the winter. That's if you're living in a basement, because times are going to get hard for a lot of people. But that solar panel, that one solar panel, during the day will charge those batteries that's built into the solar panel itself, polycarbon batteries that will be coming out. They will be coming out. They're going to be light. Will charge as an electric blanket to keep you warm all night, keep you from freezing. Okay, another thing about the polycarbon batteries that are coming out. Okay, say for instance, like you got a bigger one, about the size of a Pringles can. Okay, that's all you'll need for the whole day, no matter what you're going to run. I've stored so much energy in that can. You can run your laptops, tablets, cell phones, whatever. But one of these days we're going to have clothes that's either hot or cold, whatever you want. You know, it's going to have like an adjustment on it. You know, it's going to have wires through it and stuff like that, and it'll heat you. It'll heat like an electric blanket. Like if you're cold, it'll heat you up. If you're hot, it'll cool you down. It'll run off of a battery about the size of a Pringles can. You know, you can carry it around. It's going to be pretty simple, kind of like a fanny pack type thing. And that one can will last a person all day long, no matter what they're doing, you know. And it's crazy. But the guy that's talking about quantum physics or something like that, you know, he's telling me about 666, how it goes off into infinity, blah, 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 blah. But to me, he saw this on the Quantum Science Cooking Channel or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know what the fuck he's watching. But anyway, he believes it, you know. Some of that shit could happen. But the dude that hasn't even been to the moon, how the fuck does he know, you know? He's just fucking saying shit that he's already seen. You know, he hasn't seen it in real life, but he saw it on TV, so it has to be true. It's kind of the dudes that believe Humpty Dumpty's an egg, you know? Somebody told me it's an egg, and they believe it through their whole life, man. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men would never put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Where in that does it say it's an egg? It doesn't. Somebody told you that and you believed it. You're 40 years old and you fucking still believe it. Okay. Like the trillions of dollars that we're using for the coronavirus. The trillions and trillions of dollars. It's going to be the most expensive ever throughout history of the world. It's going to cost that much kind of money. With that kind of money that they spent, they could have had world peace. They could have had shit on the moon, you know. Had McDonald's on the moon if they wanted, whatever the fuck they want. But that kind of money isn't real. I know it's not real, folks, but still, they're still printing it out. Like I said, we're in the apocalypse right now. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse: political, educational, monetary, religion. You know, has to go in that order. Has to go in that order. And none of that's real, man. None of it's real. See, I can tell you about people that spent thousands and thousands of dollars on education. And where's that thing right there? I can't even see. It's right there. This right here, $10. Smarter than any fucking person on the earth. Right here. That's it. You know. Because the computer's a god, you know, with a small g. The first commandment, put no gods in front of me. The computer's a god, all knowing, all seeing, you know. It knows everything. Knows everything about you. Even if there's a woman watching right now, the computer knows your bra size. I ain't shitting you, for reals. And yeah, and it says they'll know us by our works. How are they going to know us by our works? Because they watch us, Everything we do and everything we say is monitored. Everything. That's how they know us by our works. So that way they can tempt us for something. You say, oh, they can't tempt me. They will. They'll have a way. There's something that you want, and they can get it for you. You'll be tempted. Same with the religion. Religion's bullshit, man. I always bitch about the Mormons. But they're the most stupidest fucking people on the planet. I can't see. Most of them, the bottom feeders are good people. Good, hard-working fucking people, man. They're the best you want. But it's the higher-ups that are so fucking evil, man. And the bottom feeders don't see it. They don't see it. They just keep paying their tithings. The Mormons have billions and billions of dollars. They're going to be putting up some more temples. I saw that on the conference. Why are they going to make some more temples? Their churches are closing. People are getting out. Why are they doing this? And to me, if you're a true church and if there's homeless people, at nighttime, let them in, man. Why are you going to keep that building vacant? What would God do? What would Jesus do if he was here? He would open the doors, let those people in as long as they behave themselves, But if not, get the hell out, man. Maybe that's why they're homeless, because they can't behave themselves. Some of the people are going to be homeless now because of the coronavirus, and it was man-made. You're going to lose a lot of shit. And the debt collector is going to come and take the rest of whatever you got. They are. They're coming in a couple of years. But don't panic. Don't panic, people. Don't panic. That's what I got to say. Don't get violent. Somehow it's going to work its way out. But I don't see the coronavirus when people are going back to work and somebody else has it. All it takes is that one person. All it takes is that one person to start the fucking same shit over and over and over again. It doesn't matter, Say the United States solved their problem. Just say that. Somebody's going to come from Sweden. Somebody come from Sweden, had the infection. Right at the airport, say they dropped them off in Vegas. Vegas airport. Okay. The person's going to go there to go gambling. Okay. But everybody that was on that plane is going to get dispersed too. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to pass it on through that. And then when it goes to Vegas, everybody in the casinos are going to get it. But they're going to be dispersed throughout the world. I don't see a solution to it, Because everybody right now is a guinea pig. I'm glad that Dr. Oz came and said something. Because about a week or two ago, I was fucking pissed off that motherfucker. Because he was saying shit, I can't even think of this shit. Anyway, to take this stuff is going to help. That and zinc would help slow down coronavirus. Okay, that's fine and dandy if you have coronavirus. But the people that don't have coronavirus, don't take that shit because it's going to screw up your kidneys and your liver and everything else, But he came today and he kind of straightened a few things out. People think Dr. Oz and Dr. Phil are God. I'm not a doctor in real life, but I play one on TV. And people believe that shit, man. They believe it. That's why he makes billions of dollars, both of them. They're rich. Oh, well, life goes on. And the thing about the nuclear, like Little Kim, people haven't seen Little Kim for a week or a week and a half, 2 weeks or whatever the fuck. He might be dying. I don't know, But they say that he has 30 nuclear missiles and they won't know what to do. That fucker's crazy enough to fucking blow him up before he passes away, It's hard to say. But the thing about nuclear, this is how I see it. Okay. We've already spent all of our fucking money. How are we going to get any more money? Okay, we got these nuclear subs. You take off the nuclear missiles, it's still a nuclear-powered submarine. You put that to Elon Musk, what the hell is it, Heavy X or whatever the fuck it's called. Slap that to the side, get it up in space, release it, have it up there for a while, see if everything's cool. Everything's cool. Send a crew up there, crew that used to be on that sub, that knows the sub pretty well. Send them up, Put them in the sub, see how they act, take a slow submarine ride to the fucking moon and back, You got enough nuclear power, just make sure you got enough, something to have air and water and food and stuff like that. You'll make it, But we spent all of our money and there's still more money. Hundreds of trillions of dollars this is going to cost us. Hundreds of trillions. going to cost a lot of lives too. You know, more than World War II. World War II cost lives and buildings and money and stuff. I don't know if the lives are going to be as much as World War II, but it's going to cost more money than World War II. Easy, as much money we're going to spend worldwide, hundreds of trillions. It's going to run into, and I don't think they're going to find a cure for it because they said it might even come back the following year. And it's man-made. The way to solve this shit is fucking don't make the shit in the first fucking place. It's like somebody tells you if you touch a stove, it's hot, and of course it's hot. But somebody else wants to try it. Hey, wow, that burnt, And then you tell your friend, hey, touch this. But people are just stupid, and I don't know why they invent that stuff. But yeah, this right here. This is what blows me away. Is how can they have a 5-volt with a I don't know if it's what is this thing called? Inverter or something? I don't know. I don't even have the name on it. But I bought a bunch of these. And I haven't had any problem with it. But you take a 5-volt and you change it to a 12-volt. But the thing is, too, like I'm telling you about the solar panels, you'll have those batteries. And maybe have something like that change from 5-volt or whatever up. Instead of like, okay, you got power drills and stuff like that. You got 20 volts, something like that. I got a lawnmower for 40 volts. One of these days, it's going to be 40,000 volts. You're going to have 40,000 volts. What are you going to do with that kind of power? It's nuts, but everybody will have it. Everybody, But yeah, most of my power tools are electric or battery operated. I mean, something like that. And I don't have a problem with them. I don't. And people are going to be suffering because their lights are going to be shut off. They're not going to have any gas for their car. Not going to have any food. Can't go anywhere anyway. Excuse me. But they make it so expensive that people couldn't afford a car in the first place, Because by the time you get your car, I was talking to a lady in Netherlands, man, and her driver's license was outrageous. I don't know how much the driver's license costs, but that's one thing you got to keep track of. Like here they suspend it for DUI or something like that. There, like if you get 2 or 3 DUIs, I can't remember what it is, they'll take it away for life, They'll take away your license. You can't drive ever. That's the way it should be. People that are so stupid that they get on meth or marijuana or alcohol or opiates or whatever the fuck and they go driving. Why do that? Why, This is 2020. You don't need to do that, It's crazy. If you're going to get high, stay home. Don't hurt anybody else, But yeah, even people that are in jail, some of the people that are in jail are getting the coronavirus. See, there's going to be a lot of lawsuits because those fucking lawyers, man, they'll get on that shit like fucking stink on shit, man. Fucking lawyers are money-hungry, greedy bastards. But they're coming and they're going to sue. They're going to sue the state. They're going to sue the county. They're going to sue the sheriff. They're going to sue the United States, Why don't they just sue China? That's what they need to do. Get the lawyers together and have them sue China. But one of these days, China will probably come and take us over. The guy that talking about the quantum physics or whatever. I didn't go too far into it because I don't know for sure how it works, but it's a solution. But yeah, they're going to sue a lot of people. And I've even saw this one advertisement about Boy Scouts of America, if you ever got molested while you were in the Boy Scouts, to call these lawyers and stuff like that. But the thing is, the LDS Church kind of like ran the Boy Scouts, and then they threw them under the bus. So I'm just telling anybody that's watching this that's LDS, you ever been molested by any member of the church? Get you a lawyer. Don't get you a lawyer out of Utah or Idaho or something like that. Get you a lawyer that is an LDS and sue those cocksuckers, man. Because they threw the Boy Scouts of America under the bus, and they need to be punished too. And that's what's too weird. The lawyers, I hate all lawyers. I don't care who you are. I hate them. Because all they do is lie. They've been trained to lie. That's what they do. And pisses me off. They act like they hate each other, but they're buddy-buddy. After the case is over, they bullshit and talk about it and stuff like that. That's everywhere. Let Let me see what else is going on. But yeah, the food boxes and stuff. Everybody's getting a food box, going out, trying to get some food and stuff like that. You should already be prepared. The thing is, coronavirus, not the coronavirus, but pestilence and stuff like that is going to take 1/3 of the population and then 1/3 of the beast of the field. So that's pestilence, bugs, germs, stuff like that. It's going to kill that many. And the beast of the field is going to kill that many. You know what I'm saying? From pork, cows, chickens, pigs, whatever. It's going to kill 1/3 of the people. And really, they don't need us. They need to get rid of us. That's why the New World Order is coming into power. Like the top commandments of the New World Order. It's called the Georgia Guidestones. Look it up on the internet. Number one commandment. The Earth's population can't be over 500 million. That's around the world. And I don't know what to say, I don't know what to say. The world's in a situation now that there's no fixing it. There's no fixing it. I don't see it, at all. Because the polar caps aren't coming back. They're not coming back. I don't think there's going to be another ice age again, And the people now, the billionaires and stuff like that, are starting to go underground. They have maybe that's where Little Kim is. I don't know. Nobody's seen Little Kim. But anyway, some of the other leaders, not leaders, but rich people, they probably are leaders, New World Order people. They're going underground. They got underground bunkers and shelters and shit like that. And they're going to stay there and see what happens, And that's what I don't see. Like people, homeless people, they've got to have the virus. Some of them have to have that virus, and some of them are dying from it. You don't hear about the dead bodies in the streets and stuff like that. You don't publicize that. But it's going to spread out again. There's no stopping to it. There's no antibodies. The only cure is don't start it. They shouldn't have started it in the first place. That's the only thing. But all of us want to do it, just like nuclear power, nuclear weapons and shit. All of us want to have them, So all of us want to have biological weapons, chemical weapons. And what's going to happen when they have a disaster? All that shit's going to get in the atmosphere, What else? But yeah, the batteries that are coming out, it's going to be called polycarbon. I think it's polycarbon. Simple stuff, real light, lasts forever. What do you have? Just polymer batteries, I guess. I don't know what they're called now. Can't remember. But really, all the stuff that we burnt, the coal and stuff like that, because it had clinkers and stuff, all that's waste. All of it is waste now, for hundreds of years. So we could take that and crush it down to turn it into carbon, really fine carbon, and compressed it, and turn it into a battery, and it'll last for a long time. I have to see what Elon's battery looks like underneath, but I think it's a bunch of smaller batteries connected. I'm not for sure how the Tesla runs, But all that coal that we burnt over the years was wasted, And the carbon that we have coming out of our exhaust pipes, we can use that, And I guess there's something out in the ocean now. There's cleaning up waste and plastics and stuff like that, and they have a bunch of carbon. They don't know what to do with it. Well, the thing is, you need to make batteries out of that. Somehow go over there and see how much carbon they do have, and make a polycarbon battery. And it's lightweight, and hook a battery to the solar panels. I know it's only 100 watts. You can't get more than 100 watts. But this is what's weird. 5 volts. Here's a 12 volt. How the fuck do you get 12 volts out of a 5 volt? I don't understand that one. But there's only 100 volts going into the 100 volt solar panel. But you're storing the energy there. You're storing, say, 100 watts. Okay, say that this is it's either 5 or 7. I can't remember. Okay, say 100 watts. Okay, 5 of them. This would be 20. 20 of these lights. Off that solar panel. 7 would be probably about 15, something like that. And one solar panel could run that. These are pretty nice too. These are coming out of China. You know, I bought all this stuff cheap, and after the Americans started buying it, the price is like doubled, tripled, or whatever. Like this thing right here, it was a solar light. You know, you got a little solar panel. I don't know how many watts it is. Probably maybe 1 or 2 watts, but it will charge this and it will run. But when I bought them, I think it was something like $6, and now they're like up to 20. You know, but I don't even think you can get shit out of China anymore. But I just saw the good deals, and I'd buy one if I liked it. I'd buy a whole shitload more. But I passed these out to some of my friends. I gave it to them, and instead of the solar panel, you can just plug in a USB, charge it off a USB, you know, or you can use a solar. Either way. But China is so far advanced than we are. It's crazy, crazy, you know. And they don't need us for anything. They don't fucking need us, man. We're just taking up space, eating food and pooping a lot, you know. Getting fat Americans. But I don't know, some of us are not going to make it, you know. I'm sorry to say. And it's senseless. But the New World Order is going to be coming into power. Remember, we're in the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse right now, and then it's going to be the end of days, and then Armageddon. So this is Lunch with the One-Eyed Fat Man. Number 32, I think. Have a good day. God bless.